spiritually healed and delivered. Because, man of God, I want to mention something that I had the grace of God 3 times to be prayed for. First of all was with the anointing water, good morning water from Juan in 2020, and last year in 2021, one of your colleagues laid hand on me, and I didn't receive. And I went to the church, to the service with great expectation that I will be healed. I told my mom that I will be healed, and I wasn't healed. And I want to confess before God, because I was so happy enjoying the service, and I saw that I'm not healed, so much heaviness, and that's how I feel, and what was going on. I don't know how to explain, but it was not nice.
All right.
And I want you to forgive me for that.
Let me come in here by the grace of God. First and foremost, we are just instruments in the hands of God. So if you are speaking to us, you are speaking to your fellow human being. We only believe in God. Okay? So
Man of God, can I say something?
I'm coming. So don't see us as object of worship. We are just human beings like you. I know what you are referring to, but then we must not be worshipped. If you want to worship, worship God alone. God is the forgiver of all sins, the healer, the sanctifier, the strength provider, the deliverer, and the one who will provide all your blessings. And anytime you find yourself in any place of salvation and you visit there, you don't quantify what you receive by looking at things on the outside. God is a mysterious God, and He works in a mysterious way. Your prayers of 2 years, 3 years, even 100 years can be answered by God in His time and season. So don't say you visited a place and nothing happened. It's not true. You cannot go to a house of God and leave the place without receiving things that come from God. Many would go to the church for a certain thing, and when they get there, God will decide to give them another thing and allow them to get to the level of maturity before He gives them what they want there, what they went there for. So you don't need to say, I visited a place, I was laid hand upon, and nothing happened. God attends to His children. He does not reject any of His children. He has never failed any human being, and He will never fail. He remains faithful even when His children are faithless. Did you hear that? Look at the case of Apostle Paul, who later became Paul. On his way to Damascus, he had an encounter with Jesus Christ. At that scene, he had the knowledge of God, but he was still blind. He had to be in a house for 3 days before the revelation came to him that someone is coming, called Ananias, who would come to pray for him. There is time and season for everything in your life. You must learn to wait for it. Apostle Paul did not say, I had an encounter with Jesus Christ and I became blind. He did not say, I had an encounter with Jesus Christ on my way to Damascus, and even Jesus did not heal me of my blindness. He never said that because he understood the principle of time and season. His encounter with Jesus on his way to Damascus was not a waste. He did not miss out anything. He received everything. So anytime you go to God's presence, you're not going to meet any human being. You are going to have personal encounter with God. And whatever happens to you there is as it should be by divine will. At that point, you have received all. God will only manifest them physically in His own time and season. Don't allow unbelief, doubt, fears, and other people's opinion to cause you to doubt God's ability to set you free. Did you hear what I said?
Yes, man.